We are back with Oscar-winning actor Jon Voight. Jon, I listened to your message, and I'm drawn into the fact that you are courageously sharing your heart with the American people, but also it's a word of warning. And we were talking about how the Democratic Party has really changed. It used to be that the parties weren't that different. They had a little different view of life in the world, but things have changed, haven't they?
Yeah, very, very strongly. The Democrat Party has become a very negative force. I'm going to go to this now. It's more socialistic in their thinking, and they've given young women the wrong ideas about what democracy really is. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is the gang leader for all the wrong information to our young women, convincing them that Republicans are stopping their liberties and freedoms of reproduction, when the truth is, as the Supreme Court upheld, that religious freedoms are being infringed upon. We're all aware, I'm going to go to this, the latest atrocities that have taken place in Israel, and you've brought this up on the show.
Absolutely.
3 young teens have been killed mercilessly, and hundreds of rockets are still being fired at Israel's civilian population. Obama promised Prime Minister Netanyahu, "America is your ally and we will cover your back." So why does he continue to send billions to the Palestinian Authority, who have recently allied themselves with Hamas, an acknowledged terrorist organization, who are responsible for these crimes? Is that covering his back? Obama wrote a book about his father, who he seems to idealize. It's a fact that his father was a Marxist who hated America because he saw America as aggressors. Meanwhile, it was America who has helped all the other nations whenever they were in need. Obama never has acknowledged that, and in fact went across the world apologizing for us, and is piece by piece whittling down our military strength, the strength all the world has relied on. And in doing so, he has paved the way for the most violent radical elements across the world to thrive. My dear friends all over the world, please pay attention to what is taking place in our great America. Stand up for your freedoms. Don't be afraid to express wrong when you see it. And for us, let us bring our country back to what we once were and are obligated to be: a strong America, love of life, and freedom. May God bless us all.
Jon, that is beautiful. You know, when I hear your heart, and I'm thinking, I don't know many people elected to public office who have the courage to say as boldly and as clearly a message to America as what you've said, and you do it from a position in the entertainment industry where so many people in your business are afraid to speak out because it can be so detrimental to one's career in Hollywood. Why are you so unafraid when so many are fearful?
Well, you know, lots of people are feeling what I feel. The people in this audience are feeling what I feel, and people all across our country are feeling this frustration of not being able to turn the tide. And so a person like myself who has occasionally a microphone, it's up to me to use it, of course. The producer of Dinesh D'Souza's film, very wonderful fellow, was asked why he stood up in Hollywood, and he was the producer of Schindler's List and many great movies. And that's why I reiterate, this film is something to see. It's very, very well done, and it's packed with very important information. But he was asked why he did it. He said, aren't you afraid in your community? And he said, no, look, he said, that's not important. He said, I'm thinking about my grandchildren. And that's where I'm thinking about this new generation. let's do everything we can to bring back America. Let's do everything we can to protect our children and our grandchildren.
Well, thank God you are doing it. And after when I hear you, I think 3 words. God help us. We'll be right back. Stay with us.